I'm going to start this one talking about the black sisters, the brown sisters, black sisters, in the UK, in London, in England, all over England. All right. So I just want to big up a few people quickly. Yes, I want to big up man like Triller George, yeah, veteran, legendary. Big up all your kids as well. Big up man like Gappy, crucial, real top man, right? I want to big up Sandra, Gogglebox, real queen, you know what I mean? Large up herself every time. Yes, who else more I'm big up? Who can I big up? No. Big up my second mother, Faith Dixon, right? Real strong black woman. Yeah, salute you. I salute you. Love you and salute you. All right. I want to big up my godmother, Joan Benson. Large up herself every time. Yeah. Big up Jackie Lewis. Yeah. Another one of my heroes, And yeah, that is it for now. But yes, we're going to talk about the sisters now. All right. We're going to talk about the sisters. And what I will say is big up all the sisters. And I'm saying it from now. I don't want you to listen to this information and look at it and say, Uncle Drummer's trying to tear us down. Uncle Drummer's the enemy. Uncle Drummer's moving like this. No. Uncle Drummer is just telling you a few home truths from what I see through my lenses. That doesn't mean that I am exactly right. It doesn't mean that it's specifically true. What I'm saying, 100% true. It's just what I see from my view. Yeah, and I feel like I want to talk about it because if I talk about it, then someone might listen to it and say, he's got a point there, I do that. Yeah, he's right. I'm going to stop that, or I'm going to try and change that. Yeah, and that's what I'm really looking for, is a change. These are why I bring up these subjects. So, first of all, on the list now, I feel like a lot of the women that I see, older women that I see, are detached from the men. From the men, the men and the women, there's a big wide gap. And a lot of the men say, oh, they're too aggressive, or they're too arguing, or they're too challenging and all that. And some of them are. Not all of them. I mean, I generalize. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. Yeah? When I say a lot, let's say 50%, right? Because I don't want to sound biased. So if I say 50%, that's not me being biased. Because of the next 50 that ain't. All right? So if you fit in the 50 that I'm talking about you. I'm not coming at you. I'm just addressing what I see. So there's a lot of them that like to argue, and the wickedest thing is when it comes to arguing with a black man will say to you, he don't want to say it to you because a black man don't like to feel like anybody's badding him up or getting one over him or getting the last word. But for peace sake, he must say to himself, all right, I get what you're saying. All right, cool. And you see when he says, I get what you're saying, cool, you're right, I'm sorry. I apologize, I'm sorry. It's not done there. It's got to carry on. You got to say some more and carry on and carry on. And then he's telling you, I said sorry. And you're not even listening to the fact that he said sorry. You're just going on. So then that turns into a next thing. That's a next 20 minutes, half an hour argument now. And the man's telling you, I said sorry. I apologize. I understand what you're saying. Leave it. And someone who can't leave it. Right? That's number one problem. The next problem is, right, a lot of our sisters don't like getting told anything. You see, when you're in the wrong as a man, they will tell you, they'll reel off 150 things. Yeah? That ain't got nothing to do with the situation. Say like, your missus has just cleaned the kitchen floor. Nice, and clean it up, and yeah, it look nice. And you've come in there and opened something now with your clumsy self, yeah, and spilled something over the floor now. You've come now to clean the floor. You've come to clean the floor, and she's seen that you've just messed up the floor. So that's a problem now. That's a big problem now. And you know, say it's cussing time for nothing. You're getting cuss out now. So you're just trying to deal with this thing fast to clean it up, to say, yeah, I'm just get this out of the way before she starts stooping this on. And she's coming, oh, see, I clean up the floor, and I'm mad, and start getting mad and start reel off on you now. Now, in that reel off now, she might reel off 150 things that ain't got nothing to do with you spilling something on the floor that she's just cleaned. And we, as men, have to dumb down ourselves, right? And sit down and take the humiliation and the embarrassment and the bad up and the shouting and the and say, all right, yeah, all right, cool, right? And we have to do that on a daily basis. Enough of us, yeah? 50%, right? Not 100, 50%, right? 50% of the time. Now, when we as men come to you and want to pick a bone with you now, yeah? Because you done something, yeah? Right? You tried to embarrass me in front of my brethren, right? And I want to talk about you, what you did. Not even 2 seconds. It's tit for tat. It's table tennis now. When you've done something wrong, you sit down and take 150 reel-offs and just take it, because you don't want to hear no argument. You're not in the mood for no argument. I just want to get past this. So you sit down and take it. But as soon as you say something wrong to them, yeah, that they don't like and they don't want to identify with, it's table tennis now, back and forth. But you done that. What about the day when you done that? And this is something that we definitely need to stop. Because I feel like the lion them are very humble. And the lion them, get a lot of disrespect. The lion them get a lot of disrespect, right? And because it's their woman and they love their woman, they sit down there and they take it. Yeah. But if it was a next woman on the road, it would have been a next thing. Yeah, it would have been a cuss off or a whatever situation. But because it's their woman, they just allow certain things to happen. And I feel like a lot of women, because they know that the man's humbling themselves to them because of the love and the situation and the unity and everything else, a lot of them just take the piss. And we need to get sisters to realize these things and stop these things. You understand what I'm saying to you? Stop these things, because these things is just dumbing down your man. Dumbing down your man. Every minute you're in your man's head, you're arguing with him, you're aggressive, you're coming up in his face, you're whatever, you're challenging him. Yeah, and challenging is a long thing as well. Yeah, challenges is a long thing. Hold on, did you just move the plate there? Where did you put the plate? Where did you put the plate? No, I'm asking you, did you move the plate? Well, obviously I must have moved the plate, innit? Because you left the plate there and I've moved the plate to there. So you left it there and I've moved it to there. So how else would it get there? Challenging. You're asking questions that you already know the answer to. It's like an entrapment thing. You already know the answer to that. Yeah? And even if you tell a woman you already know the answer to that, that's the next argument. Can't you just answer it while I'm asking you? Why'd you have to come like that? Stupidness. So, sisters, I'm not coming at you now. I'm just addressing a few problems that, we need to iron them out. We need to iron them out. And I'm not going to make this too long when it comes on to the sisters, because I don't want the sister to say, oh, you look how long you spent on us and this and that, and when it was your sisters, remember, yeah, your brother, yeah, love and respect and that. But listen, the next thing I see with our sisters now, there's enough of our sisters that look at the young sisters as competition, or something like there's like a competition, like this aggressive competition. Like when they see younger girls, yeah, it's like it makes them feel away. It's not most make you feel away because you've lived your life. You had your sexy days. You had your days when all the man was looking at you and whistling and, what, my sister? You look good, and you had all them days. So when you see the young girls, them doing their thing, you got to applaud them. But at the same time, what enough of our sisters need to do is guide enough of our little sisterings, because I feel like, say like, this is something that I see as well. You got a little sister here now, she's got a boyfriend and they're young and they're in love and everything's perfect. And then you got like 4 older women now, 4 older women split up with man, divorce, man left them, man cheat on them, man do this. Them 4 older women, they will sit down there and talk a bag of crud to this young girl about what man done and man do this and watch out for man. And that girl's got a perfect relationship right there. Her thing's perfect. So why are you putting all that negative energy onto her and making her look at her man and doubt her man? And that's what sisters do without even, I think they do realize. I feel like because they're in a bad situation or they're in a bad space of energy, I feel like they just want everybody to just take that. You take that too. Yeah, I don't care if you're perfect. You take that. Because right now that might happen to you. And this is what we need to stop these things going on in our community, because sisters, whether they're older or younger, they're all the same. And we need to look, like our sisters need to look out for us as young people and look out for the young sisters as well. And stop seeing boys and girls as separate, because there's enough women that will just look out for the young sisters and won't look out for the young man. Do you know what I'm saying? You're both our mother and father. So same way our Uncle Drumzz will look at this for the sisters and say, yo, that's not a good idea. I think you should rethink that one as a sister. Yeah? It's the same way how enough of the big people that are females are supposed to be looking out for us. Right? And I'm not saying that there isn't. I'm saying 50-50. So I don't really want to stay too long on the sisters. So I'm just going to say that, you know, if you heard anything that I said today, and some of that applies to you, and some of that you do some of that, I'm just asking you as Uncle Drumzz, just take your time out. If you've got a good man, take your time out and try to adjust some of these things. Sometimes you don't even have to speak about it. It would be nice if you could speak about it, because communication is the key. But sometimes you look at the situation and you try to adjust it to make your thing better. You know what I'm saying? Because you're our sisters. We love you. We respect you lot. And what we're asking you to do is do good for yourself and do good for us. And no man can't really be happy if he's got a woman that's arguing with him and challenging him and coming at him. And, you know, that's not, all men really want in life is peace. Yeah? When a relationship breaks down, yeah, when someone's getting divorced, most of the time it's the woman in the driver's seat. Yeah? I'm not saying that man don't cheat and do these things and mash up relationship. When I say that, I'm saying when it comes down to the divorce and leaving you and gone, and most of the time it's the woman running the relationship. So when things don't run right, you gotta kind of look at yourself. I'm not saying that man don't do things to mash up relationships. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there's enough things that women can do to make relationships better. You know what I'm saying? So all we're asking the Queen them to do is strengthen us and help us stand up like real men in this society. And that's all we need really, is the backative of our women, you know, and we're good to go. We're good to go. The kingdom can march out with the queendom. Yeah? So, yes, queens, just stick by us. We know we've done you wrong, enough of you. You know, 'cause enough man left our queens and gone somewhere else and doing something else. And that's how it goes. That's how it goes sometimes. But the ones that are here now and the ones that we're working with each other and trying to do whatever we're doing, let's do this thing properly. You know what I'm saying? So, queens, there is a bit of work. And I just want you to look into yourself. That's what I'm asking you to do. Find your feminine side. Yeah? And, you know, find the femininity in yourself, right? And use it, because that's what black men want. We want women that are just loving and caring and feminine and old school, you know, them way there. Some of these new way of thinking, and it's not working with us. It's not working with us. So, you know, just try your best for us, sisters, right? And no offense, like I said, we love you and we care about you. And that's all I'm saying tonight. I mean, don't want, you know, I don't want to step the mark with the sisters, you know. So big up on yourself, all the empresses, right? All the mothers out there, you know. We love you all because we come from you. So we love and cherish you because you make we, right? And you gonna make us better as well. So big up yourself.